And welcome to Rise and Shine. And today we're going to talk about Shikata Gainai, and that is the art of acceptance. And it's a concept in Japanese, that means it cannot be helped. And this centers on accepting things we cannot change and letting go. Before we get started, I will show my face. There we go. Oop. Even better. Okay, so my name is John Taylor. I'm one of the guides here at Mind Body Abundance. And I want to quick tell you about a couple of things that we have going on because we have so much happening. So we have an expo going on October 7th, and that's a great way to meet a lot of the Mind Body Abundance guides and providers. And you can see the beautiful expansive workspace in Wauwatosa. September 7th, we have a great networking happy hour from 4 to 6. It is no cost, it is free, it's very casual, and it's all about networking. We have a short presentation where a couple of our guides are going to talk about some things that they have coming up. And it's a great way to connect with like-minded individuals. The show is on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and the next episode airs on September 5th. We have some fantastic guests, September 6th, and we look forward to seeing you there. So join us in the Mind Body Abundance platform and world so that we can help, we can find you in your journey, and that would be great. So Shikata Gainai is the accepting what cannot be changed. And, it has profound meaning. It's kind of, nothing can be done about it. I don't know if it's a swear word, but understand, it's a real essence. You kind of got to dive deeper into the Japanese psyche and way of life. So it's traced back in rich history because Japan is the ring of fire. It's surrounded by earthquakes, tsunamis, and wars. And these events have sculpted a national spirit of resilience. The people of Japan are faced with uncontrollable external forces, and they've chosen not to waste energy on what they couldn't change, but instead they channeled their efforts towards what they could control. And it has resulted in a society that values harmony, perseverance, and a collective mindset. When I look at acceptance in the world, embracing the life's ebb and flows, I really think that it's the heart of personal growth and inner peace. And it kind of lies in the simple concept of acceptance. It may sound straightforward, but mastering acceptance is an intricate dance that requires patience, insight, and courage. So it doesn't mean that you have a passive resignation or you're settling for less than your potential or another's potential, but it's having a conscious choice to acknowledge reality without letting resistance or denial cloud the judgment. So it's about recognizing and embracing both the joys and sorrows, and understand that life's journey is, this tapestry of experiences. Historically, many philosophical and spiritual traditions have extolled the virtues of acceptance, from the Stoics of the ancient Greece, who believed that accepting the things we cannot change, to the teachings of Buddhism, which emphasize the impermanence of all things. Acceptance is viewed as a pathway to enlightenment and inner peace. When I started doing this, I found some interesting facts about, or some interesting underpinnings, I think, about different cultures. So in Zen Buddhism, Zen teaches acceptance of the present and finding peace in the midst of chaos. Shikata Gainai embodies this idea by emphasizing the importance of acceptance, especially in situations where resistance or frustration won't change the outcome. In Confucianism, it emphasizes on social order and an individual's role within the community. Confucian thought instills a sense of duty, and this duty often means accepting situations for the greater good, even if it's personally challenging. And in Shintoism, that's the indigenous religion of Japan. It celebrates the harmony between humans and nature. And natural events, even catastrophic ones, are seen as manifestations of divine power and they're taught to be respected rather than resisted. So in day-to-day life, Shikata Gainai influences attitudes towards the setbacks, and that's in personal relationships or at work or with society and politics and everything that's going on. So things happen, if you miss a train, if it starts raining, or if something bad happens in business, all of these can be met with a sigh and murmured Shikata Gainai, underscoring a readiness to let it go and then to move forward. So here's the benefits of having these values and this mindset. So you have emotional resilience, and by accepting the things you cannot change, you can reduce the stress and anxiety that comes from trying to move an immovable object. In a group setting, this can foster unity. So this attitude, it's going to minimize conflict. So instead of complaining about what's wrong, we can accept what's happening and know that it's beyond our control, and then put all of our energy into finding solutions rather than putting energy into, back into the problem or giving life to what's wrong. And it just makes life more efficient. If you're not dwelling on what cannot be changed, there's more time and energy into making the difference and making change. So it can lead to passivity or complacency, especially when change is possible but challenging. And it's life, so there's understanding it and applying it and learning how to change what can be changed, and learning in a 12-step program, they say, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I think that sums it up. There's not everything is cut and dry. So seek the wisdom to understand the difference, to accept the things you cannot change. With that, I am happy to say that it's Friday, and if I can cue that Rebecca Black song, I would, but since I can't, I will just see you on Monday and hope that you have a wonderful day today.